The heading is putting muscle into the sermon body. That means I would compare a sermon outline as a skeleton. What is skeleton? You have, right, you have, okay, you have a skeleton. A sermon outline is equal to a skeleton, right? Mere bones. Now what we need to do, we need to decorate it with the flesh, right? Put muscles into the sermon body. I'm figuratively speaking. So the goal is to develop the content of the sermon so that audience knows, believes, and applies the message of the text. So three things: knows, believes, and applies. This is the thing. All right. So let's look at the first point here, principle. Preacher's task is to communicate the meaning and significance of a text for the purpose of bringing the hearers under its authority. So our task is to communicate the meaning and its significance. This means that each preaching occasion must be evaluated in the light of the text and the audience. Each preaching, all right, must be evaluated in the light of the text and audience, because when you look at a sermon, did the preacher explain the text? Number two, did they understand the significance of the text? Point number B, the determination of the sermon purpose dictates the emphasis of the sermon in the balance of meaning, right? That is explanation or instruction, and significance, that is application. So what we need to do is that when you preach, when you make a sermon, you need to have something in your mind. You need to have, okay, what am I aiming at when I preach this sermon? What is my purpose? I have a text in my hand. So I am going to, this is what I'm aiming at. I want my hearers to believe in this passage and apply those truths to their lives. That is my aim. For example, preaching from the book of Revelation, I'm preaching from the book of Revelation, and we are in chapter 14. And if we are in chapter 14, we were talking about the second passage. That passage clearly says about what is going to happen to unbelievers, and especially three angels, in proclamation of the gospel by the angels. And at the end it says about Jesus Christ, those who trust in Jesus Christ have to persevere till the end. Till the end. Clearly says you have to be faithful till the end. That's what it says. And it also says those who die in the Lord, are blessed, and their works will follow them. Works will follow them. So I wanted to explain the significance of that passage. As I explained it, I looked at that passage divided into three, because there are three angels' proclamations. And what is the significance of that proclamation? Explained. And then I concluded my sermon by looking at the responsibility of the believers, by looking at these angels' proclamation. Angels says they preach an eternal gospel, and they declare that judgment is going to come. Everyone who has the name of the beast, number of the beast, will be judged, and they will be in hell forever and ever. So I have a purpose for my sermon, and that is my audience. Of course, we are very small. I want them to understand there is a judgment if they don't believe in Christ. There is a judgment, and they will be burned in hell forever. Number one. And for all God's people, God requires that you need to be faithful till the end. Faithful till the end. And make sure that you understand God, your work will follow you after your death. Everything else you have to leave, right? So I was trying to say from Job, and Job said, yeah, I did not bring anything into the world. I am not going to take anything from this world. But there is a small correction. You take something from this world when you die. And that he says, whatever you have done for the Lord, you take it with you. So you need to have a purpose for your sermon so that you'll be able to explain clearly. Now, okay, here is the thing we need to get in our head. Sermon. If you wanted to, if you wanted to put muscles into your skeleton, 3 things. All right? 3 things. Keep in your mind, 3 things. Every point requires 3 things. Number 1, explanation. Number 2 is here, argumentation. Number 3 is here, application. Okay? 3 things you need to look at. Number 1, so any passage you have, your duty will be is to, ask this question, what do I need to explain here? What do I need to explain? Okay? Any text at your hand, ask this question, in this text, what should I explain? All right, number 1, the demand, several reasons which call for explanation preaching. All right, it's a character of God's revelation. It is explanatory and comprehension of man. Man is a rational creature created in the image of God. Unless and until we explain, they don't understand. Explain. Needed. Then content of the faith, right? It is what? Knowledge of assent to and unreserved trust in the revelation of God. So we must supply the content that is the object of the faith. We need to explain. Explanation is the catalyst for the spiritual growth. Believers grow through knowledge. To increase knowledge, explanation is very important. All right? Extremely important. Any text. So please ask yourself, do I explain it? Okay, what should I explain from this passage? All right. Dangers. What is the danger? Danger is a misunderstood purpose. Preacher as a reporter. Some people think that way, right? A.W. Tozer stated in this way, there is scarcely anything so dull and meaningless as Bible doctrine taught for its own sake. Yeah. That is one of the challenge for me. That's the reason sometimes, I try to look, compare with our life. Even when I teach doctrines. Because one of the problem is that sometimes some professors would do what? They would teach the doctrine to forget to connect with a life. Truth divorced from life is not truth in biblical sense, but something else. So, you are not a reporter, friends. Right? You are not a reporter. You are a preacher. A mistaken practice is this. Information overload. For example, I know some of the preachers whom I have listened to have this problem. They explain it in so much, right? They want to explain every word. No, I don't think. So what do? Define key terms, right? Define key terms, not all terms. Relate the text in its context, all right? Explain the key terms and explain that terms with the context. Point out assumptions made by the writer and the original readers may have held, and seek to summarize the truth that is being told. So what is explanation? Right? In explanation, you are explaining only key terms. Don't explain all the terms. Okay. So what I said explanation, right? Look for what needs to be explained in a sermon. Okay, maybe I will stop it here.